Hello, welcome to the Daily Devotion. I'm Kathy Morris, pastor of the Dixon United Methodist Church. Very often when we look back at some of the great people of history and the things that they achieved, we don't necessarily think about the doubt and uncertainty that they lived with. As we think about Abraham Lincoln, he led the nation through the Civil War. And throughout that time, there was doubt and uncertainty as to whether or not the forces of the Union would be victorious. And so Lincoln had to remain steadfast in his belief that the practice of slavery must come to an end. And so he accepted the possibility of defeat. Defeat, though, for the sake of victory, victory for truth and justice. These words are ascribed to Lincoln. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. This kind of conviction is rare, but we, each one of us, in our own way and at our own time, have moments when we have to commit ourselves to doing what is right, even though we are uncertain of success. One of the great models of faith that we find in the Bible is Moses. Moses, too, faced the evil of slavery, and he had to commit himself to lead God's people to freedom. He did not know that his cause would be victorious. He did not know that Pharaoh's army would be defeated. But Moses' confidence did not come from himself. His confidence came from God. God who appeared to him and called to him out of a burning bush. I'm reading from Exodus chapter 3, verses 1 through 5 from the Common English Bible. Moses was taking care of the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, Midian's priest. He led his flock out to the edge of the desert, and he came to God's mountain called Horeb. The Lord's messenger appeared to him in a flame of fire in the middle of the bush. Moses saw that the bush was in flames, but didn't burn up. Then Moses said to himself, "Let me check out this amazing sight and find out why the bush isn't burning up." When the Lord saw that he was coming to look, God called to him out of the bush, "Moses, Moses." Moses said, "I'm here." Then the Lord said, "Don't come any closer. Take off your sandals, because you're standing on holy ground." As a prayer exercise for today, take some time to sit quietly, and in that time to think about some burning issue that we are grappling with today. Then to ask God to show you what it is that God would have you do in response to this situation that God has revealed. And then once you have that sense of what it is God would have you do, take off your shoes and let that be an acknowledgement that your life is indeed upon God's holy ground, and that you are acknowledging His sovereign will and power over your life, just as God has will and a sovereign power over the whole of our world.